With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Jackson now. And Walker has it. The Ravens at 11-5 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
DC, ready?
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Now it's Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Hey, hey.
Henry again on second down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
4 yards.
And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. You look at this defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Mayfield to throw it. Looking middle, and he's got a boot it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up with 12 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you.
Mayfield now from the 50. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Regular. 180.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Come on. 180.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. Showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
180. Sit up. 180. Finish it up.
Throwing is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Sit up. 180. Sit up. 180. Finish it up. 180. Finish it.
Jackson. Finding Walker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Thanks a lot. 180. You at X. You at X. Yo, yo. Hey, report. Report.
Here's Jackson to throw. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up third down. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a two-game sequence, or maybe he starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he was at Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on fourth. From the gun, it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
King!
Mayfield. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. Down the sideline he goes. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Emeka Ibuka, 52 yards. And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. McLaughlin for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. It was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
What? You change it.
Now it's Jackson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
180. What? 180. Nice shot. Middle.
Henry up the middle. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven 1st.
Nice shot. To what? 180. Nice shot.
Jackson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Mayfield down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Irving fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Irving. And this time he is in. Bucky Irving with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
To throw is Jackson. And Walker has it. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
First and 10 at the 40.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Mayfield to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's steal. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Mayfield. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. Touchdown, Tampa Bay!